Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Rod Nicoletti. It is a spectacular Friday afternoon. Let's go to our buddy Pete Aiello with those track and weather conditions.
10 races on the program here this afternoon. Carryovers in the Super High 5 and the Rainbow 6. And, of course, your Friday Stronach 5 available as well. Main track fast, the turf course firm. Temperatures in the low 80s. We kick it off on the turf at 5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for $25,000. Scratch number 3, Aren't You Glad? A field of 11. First race favorite was number 6, Valid Exchange.
Racing at Gulfstream. Cottage was off slowly. The newcomer, Never Have I Ever, fired right to the top and leads a length and a half early over the favorite Valid Exchange, who comes away second. Free Flame is down toward the inside third, followed fourth by Come On Venezuela. Far outside and Remember Joey T. Down at the rail goes King Leo. Into zone is in the two-path. Then comes Golden Line of and Wine at the Beach. It's a gap of another 5 lengths back to VJ, who's at the back of the field alongside Cottage as they fly inside 3 furlongs from home. Never Have I Ever leads the way by a neck. On the outside, it's Valid Exchange still second. These two only heads apart from third, and Come On Venezuela down at the inside, King Leo, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's still the first timer. Never Have I Ever, asked by Jimenez for a little bit more, responds and leads by 2.5. Back to second is Valid Exchange. King Leo shaking free into zone and Free Flame. To the wire, Wesley Ward and Alban Jimenez. Never Have I Ever. Gate to wire winners. Up second, Free Flame. I think King Leo splits rivals to get third. Closer for fourth and 57-3.
Number 2, Never Have I Ever, was installed as the 2-1 morning line favorite. That seemed to be a pretty reasonable move, given the fact that Wesley Ward trained and the horse was going 5 furlongs on the turf. However, the public did not like this one, and they wish they had, as he gets the job done at 7-1 under Alban Jimenez for Ice Wine Stable and Wesley Ward. We turn now to the second race and the start of the early pick 4, 5.5 furlongs the journey. Maiden claimers in for $12,500. A field of 7. Off-time favorites included the 1, Jamaican Magician, and the 5, I Like Archie.
Slow beginning at the back of the field for Queen Madeline. It was a quick beginning at the rail for Jamaican Magician, who's heading off for the early lead. Up into second is a Touch of Dixie. The newcomer, I Like Archie's on the outside third. In between horses, Mama Layla at the rail, Marvelous Judith. Then back to Tiz Taz Time. Queen Madeline is last. Inside half a mile from home, Jamaican Magician has the lead by a half a length. On the outside, that's I Like Archie, a bit closer second. 2 back to third, running Touch of Dixie, back to fourth and Mama Layla. Then comes Marvelous Judith, racing ahead of Tiz Taz Time as they go past the 5/16. Toward the inside, Jamaican Magician. To the outside, I Like Archie is alongside, and these two begin to sprint. They're inside a quarter of a mile away, and they're in lockstep up front. 3 back to Tiz Taz Time, and Mama Layla off the turn in the stretch drive. Toward the inside, Jamaican Magician. To the outside, I Like Archie, shoulder to shoulder for a final 1/8 of a mile. I Like Archie doing a bit better work right now. Jamaican Magician is back to second, then Tiz Taz Time and Mama Layla to the wire. 9-5 and a debut winner, I Like Archie in front. Second, Jamaican Magician. Third was Tiz Taz Time. Mama Layla ran fourth in 106-3.
Number 5, I Like Archie, well prepared on the debut run for trainer Ron Spatz. Gets a hard-fought victory under a strong ride from Romero Mirage for owners Charlotte Gershaw, Ron Spatz, and the Monarch stable. 1, Jamaican Magician, completes a formful exacta ahead of number 6, Tiz Taz Time, who had to settle for third. Time for a commercial break. We'll be right back.
One of the world's most anticipated thoroughbred racing events of the year returns. The 3rd annual Pegasus World Cup Invitational at Gulfstream Park in South Florida. Drawing competition from around the world with a $16 million purse split between 2 Grade 1 races. On the dirt and on the turf. Experience the incredible fashion, spectacular world-class service and entertainment, and the unrivaled adrenaline of the Pegasus World Cup Invitational. Saturday, January 26th at Gulfstream Park. Get your tickets now at PegasusWorldCup.com.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon. Allowance optional claiming horses at 6 furlongs. In for a claiming price of $12,500. A field of 6. Nice field here. The favorite was the 4, Katoria.
And And they're off. Level beginning. From the outside, Hello Juliet and Pure One, the first two to begin. Katoria is being sent along between horses. At the rail, that's Tis Possible Dear. In the two-path, a bit of mischief. So it's a logjam on for the lead as Old Fashioned Style drops back to sixth and last. 3 across the course with Old Fashioned Style about 3 lengths off the lead. The lead is held by a bit of mischief, by a head. Toward the inside and Tis Possible Dear, 3 wide Katoria. These 3 across the track, 2.5 in front of long shot Pure One. Then Hello Juliet and Old Fashioned Style. 22-1 for the quarter speed. There's less than 3 furlongs to go. With the inside edge, it's Tis Possible Dear and Danusuki in front. 3 wide Katoria. From between horses, a bit of mischief. Old Fashioned Style is a driven fourth, trying to mount an attack. Hello Juliet's been very wide on the course here as they run with less than a quarter of a mile to get. 45-3 for a half mile. Katoria comes away with the lead. Tis Possible Dear cuts the corner. Old Fashioned Style is continuing to close with an eighth of a mile to go. Old Fashioned Style at Katoria and Tis Possible Dear, fourth and Hello Juliet. 16th to go. Tis Possible Dear is all heart, but Old Fashioned Style is too good. Old Fashioned Style to win it by almost a length and a half. Close for second. Tis Possible Dear or Hello Juliet. Katoria finished fourth in 1:12 flat.
Number 3, Old Fashioned Style, failed to offer her best shot when she went long last time out. Here this afternoon, jockey Jose Ortiz still had to be aggressive with the daughter of Old Fashioned, but she got the job done for John Service and the DJ stable. Number 6, Hello Juliet, just up for second, ahead of the 1, Tis Possible Dear, was very game and ended up third. To the 4th race now at a mile and the 16th over the turf. Claimers in for $30,000. Scratch the 6 and the 8, a field of 7. Off-time favorite was number 4, Top Queef.
And they're off. Level beginning. Basha is away well from between horses. Tough Queef. Down at the inside goes Mr. Pinocchio. Away racing in fourth is Don't Overlook. Followed fifth by 4 Knights. Then Are You Talking to Me? And the trailer is Biloxi Bay. They make the charge to the first turn, and at 12-1, Basha and Jose Ortiz carving out the numbers. They lead 3 parts of a length. Watch out, Goose. As they race around the first turn, with the advantage, it's still Basha by a neck over Don't Overlook, who's racing second. Queef is now third at the inside, and Mr. Pinocchio follows along fourth. 4 Knights is fifth. Then back at the inside, Are You Talking to Me? And Biloxi Bay is last. 23-2 for the opening quarter speed as they race into the backstretch. Don't Overlook on the outside of Basha, their heads apart. Top Queef is getting a good setup, third behind the speed while on hold from Louis Saez. Mr. Pinocchio is next. 4 Knights is traveling fifth, about 4.5 lengths off the lead. Then Are You Talking to Me? And Biloxi Bay. The opening half mile pretty strong, 46-4 as they make their way to the half mile mark. With the advantage, it's still Basha pushed along every step by Don't Overlook. Top Queef just waiting for the go sign. Third while 3 wide. Then Mr. Pinocchio. 4 Knights tries to tack on ahead of Are You Talking to Me? Who's at a 1 pace. Biloxi Bay has been last throughout as they round the far turn. Top Queef is 3 wide and on the attack as Don't Overlook gets first run to take the lead. 4 Knights has got a shot from there. Gaffleone waiting in the wings with that one. He's no only 2 and off the lead. And Biloxi Bay swings 5 wide. They're off the turn in the stretch drive. Basha still has the advantage. Basha leads by 2.5. Top Queef getting serious on the outside. Late run from Biloxi Bay. Final eighth of a mile. Basha's trying to get home. Top Queef on the outside. Basha, Top Queef. Biloxi Bay late with Are You Talking to Me? It's Basha in front. Basha wins from Top Queef second and Biloxi Bay third in 1:41-3.
Number 5, Basha turns back the hands of time as he was a very promising young horse. He had been off form lately, but gets back to form today and springs the upset, taking all the heat early under jockey Jose Ortiz and responding when confronted. Jenna Antonucci and the Gulfstream Farm. 4 Top Queef was second ahead of number 3 Biloxi Bay, ran third. We move now to the 5th race of the afternoon, the start of today's Rainbow 6. 6.5 furlongs the journey. Maiden Claimers in for $12,500. Scratch number 1, Elogio. Rider change on 5, Tropical Tapestry. Make it Roberto Alvarado Jr.
And they're off. Nation USA begins well. There goes Quenlenny, fired up between horses, and Quenlenny will land in front. Tropical Tapestry away racing second. Nation USA on the outside third. Dr. Dudley trying to secure the 2-path under Nunez, racing in between, all the way up into a joint second. Back to the inside in 7 ways, racing ahead of Talking Zip. Out wide is Marnesia One Step, and at the back is Primary Surplus. They make their way to the half-mile point, chasing the speed of Quen Lenny, who leads the way 3 parts of length after carving a quarter in 23 flat. On the outside, Dr. Dudley is second from third, Nation USA. Back to fourth in Tropical Tapestry. The favorite Talking Zip is being ridden awfully hard, not gaining much ground yet. Out wide on the course is Marnesia, one step as they round the far turn. Alvarado has his hands full of Quen Lenny, who struts his stuff and leads by 3. Nation USA is second. Dr. Dudley's an all-in third. Talking Zip is now fourth ahead of Marnesia, one step through a 45 and 4 half mile. They're at the top of the stretch. Quen Lenny bids this field a pleasant Friday good afternoon. He's opened a 9-length lead now. Nation USA, Dr. Dudley, Talking Zip, and Menma Tropical Tapestry. Late run down the center from Primary Surplus, but an absolute romp coming up for Dale Romans and Robbie Alvarado. Quen Lenny all the way. Second is Nation USA. Third is Tropical Tapestry. Close for fourth in 1:18 and 2.
Number 6, Quen Lenny wins with something in the tank here under jockey Robbie Alvarado for Dale Romans and owner Robert Barone. Second, number 9, Nation USA at a big price ahead of the 5, Tropical Tapestry, who ran third. Time for a commercial break. Still to come, the late pick 5, right after this.
And Go Zipper is pulling away. Zapper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Go Zapper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 6 on the program, the start of today's late pick 5. The race number 6 has claimers racing 6 furlongs in for $12,500. Rider change on 3, Red Hot Randy to Miguel Vasquez, a field of 8. The off-time favorite was 1, He's Got Talent, and 7, Scam.
And they're off. Scam blew the start and is 4 lengths last. Red Hot Randy wins the break and goes looking for the lead. Prime Issue is up to challenge, and the 2 9-year-olds lock horns early. Drinking My Hand on the outside, third, back to fourth, and Charlie the Greek. Then comes Scam, who's improving outside of He's Got Talent. Second last, Silver Chalice, and 40 Fathoms is last, as Miguel Vasquez and Red Hot Randy have the lead. Half a mile away, Red Hot Randy leads the way 3 parts of a length. On the outside, Drinking My Hand is a bit closer second. From between horses, Prime Issue trying to keep up third. Scam, after blowing the start, is all the way up into fourth, only 2 lengths behind. Then it's a gap of 4 to Charlie the Greek. He's Got Talent's got an awful lot to do with less than 3 furlongs to do it, as Prime Issue now puts his best foot forward. Prime Issue and Carlos Montalvo to the front. Back to second and boxing on is Red Hot Randy, driven third, Drinking My Hand. Scam is fourth as they wheel home. 45 and 2 for a half mile. There's an eighth of a mile to go. It's Prime Issue in front. Red Hot Randy is lifting down the center. Charlie the Greek coming at him and coming on as they come inside the final 16th. Prime Issue has the lead. Prime Issue and Carlos Montalvo will win it at 7-2. Close for second, either Red Hot Randy or Charlie the Greek, then Drinking My Hand in 1:10 and 4.
Jockey Carlos Montalvo doesn't get many opportunities to ride for the Jorge Navarro shed row, so when he was given an opportunity, he made sure to make the best of it as the 9-year-old Prime Issue gets the job done at 7-2. Jorge Navarro trains, Carlos Montalvo rides for owner Joe Besecker. On now to race number 7 of the afternoon, the start of today's late pick 4, race 7 on turf at 1 mile. Maiden claimers in for $35,000. Scratch number 10, Little Evie. Scratch the alternates 14, 15, and 16. Alban Jimenez rides the 12, Constantinova. The 13, Musical Loot, drew in. And Musical Loot was bet down to the betting favorite.
And they're off. From the rail, Jazzy Beach gets the first call. Far outside, Musical Loot is being sent quickly to try to get over from that outside gate. Let's Not Get Too Excited emerges from the inside, and Twitch again is between horses. So as they round the first turn, Let's Not Get Too Excited will land on top of Musical Loot, who comes away in second. Out of there, third is Twitch again, and Jazzy Beach is out the rail fourth. Followed fifth and 3 wide by Constantinova, who's 2.5 clear of Off to Broadway. Tell Me Mo is next and spotted about 8 lengths off the lead in front of the team of My Francesca and Sunday Express. Then it's a length and a half more to Sandrift. Outside of him is Sky Chaser second last, and the early trailer is Conquest Hard Cherry. Down the backstretch they go, a sharp quarter, 23-1. Let's not get too excited, and Masonette call the shots. They lead a length and a quarter. On the outside, Musical Loot is there. Second, Constantinova's a joint third alongside Twitch again. They're about 2.5 lengths off the lead. It's a gap of 4 to Jazzy Beach. Up on the outside, Tell Me Mo starts to get underway. Off to Broadway is retreating, trying to get underway from the back as a rail running Sand Drift. My Francesca needs to do a lot better. Conquest Hard Cherry is out of last, and now the trailer is Sky Chaser as they run to the top of the stretch. Let's not get too excited as Under Siege. Musical Loot on the outside. Constantinova, 3 wide with momentum. 4 back to Jazzy Beach as they wheel in. Musical Loot, let's not get too excited. Fights on toward the rail. From the back, here's a big late run from Sand Drift. Final 1/8 of a mile. Sand Drift is really rolling now. Under Luca Panici down the center trying to get to the leader. Musical Loot in front, not for long. Sand Drift blows by. Sand Drift wins going away. Musical Loot was second. My Francesca third. Closer for fourth. Let's not get too excited involved in 137-1.
Big late run here today from the daughter of Treasure Beach. Number 4, Sand Drift, comes storming down the stretch, getting the upset win under Luca Panici for trainer Dave Fawkes and owners Linda and Leverett Miller. Second, number 13, Musical Loot, and third was number 5, My Francesca. We move to the 8th race now, the start of the late pick 3 on turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for $16,000. Scratch the alternates 13 through 15. Paco Lopez on 9, Tide of the Desert. A field of 12. Favorite was the 1, Wingman.
And they're off. From between horses, Kid McCool gets the first call toward his inside. That's Just the Facts. Moving to be second. On the outside, Tide of the Desert is out of there third. Fourth, while 3 wide, is Cotton 2, who's trying to get over. Just at the inside is Mosca. Then it's back from between horses to False Accusation and Naughty Boy the Gray. He's 3 wide around the course. Down at the inside goes Snake Oil Charlie ahead of Wingman. The favorite settled in. He's about 8 or 9 lengths off the lead, working ahead of Grand King of Kings. Then on cruise control, second last, and 3 to the trailer, Wigwam Summer. Down the backstretch they go, and Kid McCool and Carlos Montalvo lead by a length now. Tide of the Desert on restraint while second. Back to third is Just the Facts. Mosca's at the inside fourth. From between horses, it's Cotton 2. Then it's a length and a half back to False Accusation. The favorite Wingman going 3 wide on the outside. From between that pair and trying to move up well in tight is Naughty Boy. Then it's back to the outside, and coming on a bit is on cruise control. Naughty Boy taps on the brakes. Grand King of Kings is next, and Snake Oil Charlie's at the rail. Not keeping up is Wigwam Summer. They run to the top of the stretch. King McCool is held together up front. On the outside, here's a bid from Tide of the Desert. Wingman has to go 5 wide. Mosca's got a shot if he can find racing room. Over the top and coming on is Just the Facts. Many chances with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Just the Facts and Wingman both closing ground. Wingman out in the center. Just the Facts for the lead. Wingman surging. Wingman on the outside of Just the Facts. It's Wingman in time. Just the Facts was second. Close for third. Mosca appeared to hold on over on cruise control.
Favorite gets the job done to start today's late pick 3 as it's 1, Wingman, who proves best inside the final 16th under a strong ride from leading jockey Luis Saez for trainer Phil Serpy and the Hillyfield stable. 3, Just the Facts ran second ahead of the 2, Mosca, who was 99-1 and had to settle for third. Time for a commercial break. Still to come, the late daily double. We bring you race 9 right after this. Back now for race number 9 on the program, the start of the late daily double and the second leg of today's Stronach 5. Scratch 2 and 3, a field of 8 race for $6,250. First here was $19,000. Favorites were 7, Chauvanis, and 8, Exclusive Zip.
And they're up. Slower than the others was San Filippo. Quickest to begin is Chauvanis, not Chop Liver, being sent through down at the inside by Montalvo. In between horses is King Power. Park Ridge Benny gets started on the outside of Overpromised. The 2 at the back are San Filippo and Regal Force. Out of the chute and onto the main course, the speed of the speed proves to be not Chop Liver, who's ahead in front. Chauvanis is right back out on second. Park Ridge Benny is a tugging third. King Power off the speed while fourth ahead of Overpromised. San Filippo down at the inside and Regal Force on the outside. Opening quarter was 23-3. There's 5 furlongs left to go. On the inside and Not Chopped Liver by a head. Chauvanis is second. Park Ridge Benny is third. King Power is fourth. Down at the inside, San Filippo is making a mid-race move. He secured the rail and all the way up into fifth. Back to sixth is Overpromise. Seventh and last is Regal Force as they round the far turn. They went 46-2 for a strong half mile. Chauvanis held together up front and has the lead. Park Ridge Benny looms up alongside second. Not Chopped Liver still races from third. King Power fourth. San Filippo made that mid-race move, but he's now backpedaling out of it. Down the outside and Overpromise from last and Regal Force. There's a quarter of a mile left to go. Chauvanis has called it a day. Here's Park Ridge Benny let loose on the outside of Not Chopped Liver. The Chicago Invaders got something in the tank, and he's back for more here. Eighth of a mile to go. On the inside, Not Chopped Liver. Chauvanis is getting a second wind again with Park Ridge Benny between. Down the center and King Power with Regal Force. They come to the finish. Park Ridge Benny is in front. Park Ridge Benny guts it out. Three-way go for second. Not Chopped Liver, Chauvanis, and King Power. Then Regal Force in 138-4.
Wild finish to today's ninth race. In the end, number 9, Park Ridge Benny, was able to get first run on the speed and hold off everybody else as he springs the upset, getting back-to-back scores over the Gulfstream Park main track, this time under jockey Alvin Jimenez for trainer Eduardo Caramori and Equinox Incorporated. Number 4, King Power, at a 1-pace got second ahead of the 7, Chauvanis, who battled hard and ended up third. To the 10th race now, the final live race of the day, 5 furlongs on turf, leg D of the Stronic 5. Maiden claimers on turf and for $25,000. Amisael Jaramillo rides number 9, Bendita. Scratch the alternates 13 through 16. A field of 12. Favorite was the 1, Lily's Heat.
And runners away. Slow to start was One Classy Lady. Good to start from between were both Bendita and Tracy Ann's Legacy, and they fly early. They've opened 2.5 on third running Salsita Roja. Chaba Mama is next toward the inside, followed out wide by Velt. Then it's the favorite Lily's Heat, who's outsprinted early and about 8 lengths behind. Following her is the gray One's Never Enough, ahead of Do What It Takes. Taking to the outside and being not persevered with Spice Rum Punch at the back of the field. Just ahead of her is Swift Risk as they fly around the far turn. With the advantage, it's Bendita, tackled now by an outside running Salsita Roja, who's up alongside second. Trying to run home from the back is Velt. The big favorite is now tipping into the clear Lily's Heat with about 6 lengths to make up and a less than a quarter to do it in. Up front, Salsita Roja takes the lead. Back for more. Tracy Ann's Legacy is up to second. From between horses and trying to get out is Chaba Mama. In deep stretch, Tracy Ann's Legacy is on to the front. Tracy Ann's Legacy and Miguel Vasquez to win it. Salsita Roja was second. Velt was third. Then Chaba Mama and the favorite Lily's Heat to complete your high five in 58 flat.
Number 7, Tracy Ann's Legacy, had an early duel, backed off that duel, and then re-rallied for the score. In pretty nice fashion today under jockey Miguel Vasquez for trainer Terry Pompey and the Tropic Lightning Racing stable. Good run from number 10, Salsita Roja, who settles for second. Ahead of number 12, Velt, who ran third. 3, Chaba Mama, ended up fourth. No winners in the final race. High five triggers a Saturday carryover. However, we did have a winner in the Rainbow Six. 20-cent return today, more than $160,000.
That wraps up Friday's card. What a day on Saturday. 11 races with the first race posted 12:05. 5 stakes races on tap for 3-year-olds. What a day to be at Gulfstream Park. Good night and good luck.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.